Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
Well, I'm Margaret Howell reporting for Infowars.com. We've sent a crew from Infowars to Milwaukee to cover the protest. Joe Biggs and Rob Dew are on the ground now, bringing you the latest unedited, uncensored videos from the protest movement and the riots that are underway. I want to talk about a CNN interview that happened on Monday. This taking place with Sherelle Smith, the victim's sister or the suspect, whichever you like. CNN, they edit out this Milwaukee shooting victim's sister, her interview. Not surprising, disinformation, outright lies from CNN, the Clinton News Network. We've got the story right here, and we're cutting through the bold. Now, is this a classic case of media omission, or is it an outright lie? Both the CNN website and the CNN Newsroom aired only a tiny fraction of Sherelle Smith's interview, of which you can hear her say, burn down the suburbs. Now, we have a clip of Sherelle Smith, the interview in its entirety. The story was broken by Newsbusters. Take a listen to what she actually said before we get into what CNN reported.
On everything. Tell his mama y'all sorry for her loss. Burning down ain't gonna help nothing. Y'all burning down we need in our community. Take that to the suburbs. Burn that down. We need our We need our weed. I don't wear it, but we need it.
Now, you could clearly hear Sherelle Smith call on that tape for violence to be extended in the suburbs, just not her part of town. And I'm going to read you just a tiny excerpt, just in case you missed it. She said, we need our expletive. Take that expletive to the suburbs, burn their expletive down. We need ours. We need our weaves. I mean, I don't wear one, but we need it. I'm paraphrasing, of course. That was her interview in the entire clip. Now, CNN on their website, in an article on Monday, framed the issue quite differently. This was their frame. This was their take on it. They say, Mrs. Smith, the interview you just heard, condemned violence carried out in her brother's name, saying the community needs those businesses. Did they listen to the same clip? Now, I'm going to take you to what the CNN reporter had to say about that interview. We have her clip that aired nationally in the CNN Newsroom. Take a listen to what she had to say.
Family and friends holding a vigil marked by prayers.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
With his sister calling for peace.
Don't bring the violence here and the ignorance here.
Milwaukee police say they made multiple arrests overnight. We're still waiting on those final numbers. It comes on top of the 17 arrests made Saturday night.
You could hear CNN correspondent Ana Cabrera report that protesters, her report portrayed the protesters as peaceful, holding a vigil marked by prayers, calling an end for violence. That is clearly not the same interview she was referencing. And I just want to also point out the Cryon originally got Sherelle Smith's name wrong. They had pointed her out to be another sister of the deceased. So is omission biased? Is it an outright lie? I seem to think so. And what we do know about CNN, they've admitted in the past weeks, Chris Cuomo himself saying he's done everything that they can to support Hillary Clinton. We know that Fox, MSNBC, and CNN have given millions to the Clinton Foundation, the Clinton campaign. And can you really trust the information that you're getting if you can't even get the entirety of an interview? So much for unbiased journalism, I guess. I'm Margaret Howell reporting for Infowars.com.
Let's talk about Amerigeddon, which is available at InfoWarsStore.com exclusively right now for the next week or so. You get 2 copies, and you get 2 free films with it.
Yeah, and this is an important movie because it's fact-based. We tell a story about an EMP attack, an electromagnetic pulse attack on America that shuts down the grid. And our Congress has warned that if this were to happen, 90% of the American population would die in 12 months.
People are getting the director's cut that is even bigger
That's
than
right.
what you see in theaters. And so this is the first look director's cut.
You know, Hollywood has tried to diminish the final edit on this thing, but what Alex has available here at his website this week is everything.
The most hardcore version. 2 copies for $39.90, and get my first film, America Destroyed by Design, and then one of my latest, most powerful films, Fall of the Republic, that breaks down everything currently happening free.